Right guys, so this is what I'm working on. I'm on my phone today doing a bit of a video, and it's actually for the guys that are making the radiator. But I thought, stuff it, we'll show part of the process and what we're trying to deal with. So this is actually what was in this ute, and we had the bottom hose, which did the big trip around there with the metal insert, and we had the top hose that did its own bit of a funky thing. And that's not the worst thing. We sometimes have to do that. You'll see in here though, see how that this radiator is discoloured? It's stuffed. It's time to be replaced. So that's actually the factory Hilux radiator. Let's have a look. So it's for this ute. Cert tag, there it is. Here's a tag for the guys down there. RZN 147R. So it was a petrol Hilux, and it's still a petrol Hilux, but probably a little bit quicker than it was factory. So with this radiator, what we've done here, and what someone's done, and this vehicle was built in Australia. It's got a fan shroud. It's been packed out. You'll see the fan shroud's sitting in here. So the main part of the radiator that's flowing air is the fan. There's very little room for air to get from this piece in by the fan. So it starts to become a restriction. There's probably lucky, if there was 8 to 10 mils, we'd be really, really lucky. So the air comes through and hits this, and then it has to turn a right angle, try and come out through there, which is not ideal. And then on the brackets, they've done this funky thing here. So it's had this little extension, see this little extension bracket? So what they've done is they've done this funky extension, see, so it's meant to bolt through here. Now they've done that funky extension. That set the radiator forward. Well, the core has been moved forward to make room for the fan and shroud. Let me pop this into the vehicle. We'll get up my ruler. Or is it my rule? We were having that discussion. Is it a rule or a ruler? And we'll see what we've got in the way of clearance in this ute. Hello, I'm back. I had to change cameras because obviously I've been on my phone too much today. So you can see down here there's not actually much clearance. I've got a rule, but how about I just do this and go. That's how much clearance I've got. Finger width. This is probably about 10 millimeters. However, if the fan was moved over this way, then we've got this space in here. But of course we are going to have a belt coming through here. So fan clearance is going to be at a bloody premium on this job. We put the front facing oil filter on it. You can put a shorter filter on it, drop it back. You can see that's a genuine Toyota, but we could put one that's like probably about 30 millimeters shorter. And we're wanting to put these fellas on it, AN fittings. In the normal one it comes, see, straight through here through the belt, but this is loose for a reason, so we can actually put the AN fitting up here somewhere. So it can come up and the hose can come out to here. It's probably, somewhere here there's going to be a bit, again there's a belt there. That's kind of what we're thinking. We can cut all this right back and insert that right back in there.
This is when we're allowed to pull off.
It hasn't goes here, and you notice this one? That ain't plastic, boys. That is a aluminium one. I've got a straight, but I've got this bent one.
Anodized.
The anodizer was going to get cut off because we're going to put a fitting on it. So we're going to want to put an AN fitting on there, down, and then down there somewhere, right down here, possibly with a right angle facing straight up, so we can come up here and into there. At present, to the fan we've got like 55 mils. To the fan shroud, this is from this point here, we've got 80 mils. About 85.
Room under there.
It's tight in here, eh? It's very, very tight in here. So we're actually going to go with a crossflow triple pass. So back, back and back across. I just popped a belt on there. You can see there's not a whole lot of space when there's a belt coming through here. There's a bit of a hole in here that maybe we could line a fan motor up with. But overall she's pretty tight in here. In this department you can see she's pushed, the core's pushed forward at the top. What's it done at the bottom? No, it hasn't done it at the bottom, so the radiator is actually on a slant forward right here. So it's tucked right into this radiator support panel. Righto. So that gives us a bit of an idea what we need to work with. If we need some other measurements or whatever else, we can work with that. Fans on the front. There's an intercooler in there. Oh yeah. So it's got the water to air intercooler tucked in the front, just to really put some more pressure on that radiator. And hey, this one has been working. It's a bit blocked, a bit yucky, but it's just been running warmer than the man would like. It was getting yeah, quite a bit warmer. Still under 100 most of the time. We're going to be fitting a TRD thermostat, 71 degree thermostat, to get those temperatures down as well. And then with the big radiator, hopefully we're going to achieve some decent sort of cooling. But it does rely on getting a fan into there somehow. Right, any questions for the guys that are building the radiator, let me know. And I can measure up appropriately. We will be welding, as I said, fitting on there, AN fitting there, down. And we can do whatever is required here. We've got a bit of room, you know, normally we'd go sort of out here. Still not a lot of room, it's pretty short. Right, on to the next job.